A few mates and I recently geared up for the Thunderbolt's Escape, which is a 4-day supported adventure ride hosted by Endeavour Motorcycle Tours here on the mid-north coast.
Good. Yeah.
Wayne and I headed south together to the start of the tour at Wisemans Ferry, and that's where we met up with Nigel and Paul, two friends I rode with last year on a different tour known as Outback Jack through the Flinders Ranges and Coober Pedy. What a great ride that was. The Wooden Way is a legendary 21-kilometre stretch of twisting bitumen that served as the main highway before the bypass went in. Because it's tucked away near Bulahdelah, it's now a quiet, scenic alternative for riders looking to escape the highway traffic. Day one started with a crossing of the Hawkesbury at Wisemans Ferry. We pushed north through St Albans and took a sandy track into Yango National Park for the views at Finchley Lookout. After a quick run through Laguna and Wollemi, we stopped for lunch at Broke. Then the afternoon brought the trip's toughest section, a steep, loose climb through Wollemi State Conservation Area that certainly tested everyone. We finished the day via Muswellbrook and Aberdeen, finally rolling into Scone for the night.
Yeah.
Serious?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want flats. So, yeah, it's up to the individual, but on the big bikes, I recommend you don't be going much under 30 psi, just because of the extra weight. The cattle grids, you would have seen some cattle grids there, some square edges. So just be mindful. Do want to top your tyres up, whatnot. Yeah, let us know, and we can sort that out.
I know we get it.
So roughly the direction we're going is in that way over there. So we'll go back out and we'll start heading in a northwest direction. This is not necessarily a Thunderbolt's lookout as such, but he definitely made his way through this area. There's some Aboriginal carvings down over in there. We're going to do a quick little 2-minute ride down into and have a look. And that kind of adds into the Thunderbolt story. His wife, Marianne Bug, was Aboriginal. So a lot of his hideouts and stuff like that he used were old Aboriginal sites, and they helped somewhat protect him whilst he was on the run. yes, this kind of ties in with Thunderbolt because he did actually mingle in with the Aboriginal community. A lot through his whole campaign because, as you can imagine, that time there was a fair difference between the Aboriginal and the colonial white man. So they were more than happy to help out Captain Thunderbolt because he was somewhat of a crusader against the authorities. So this isn't necessarily a Thunderbolt's side, but it kind of helps tie in that he used all these kind of features in a whole other culture as such to evade the authorities. He was the longest standing bushranger, so yeah.
There were a few deeper patches of sand along the Finchley track that ensured that we remained focused.
Have a look at the camera.
And day 2 was all about the elements. We left Scone on a 300km journey as we headed north towards Nundle, and the weather took a massive turn. After a 32-degree scorcher yesterday, we hit a freezing 2 degrees at Hanging Rock with strong winds. From there we pushed on along gravel roads, winding past Limbury and Woolbrook, before finally rolling into Uralla for the night. The vultures are gathering for the lunch, aren't they? Look, they're creeping ever closer.
Oh, you got 2 sets of fish with white gloves, have you? I've got 3 sets.
Day 3 saw a late start due to glitches with a KTM and a Ducati. The KTM had to be trailered, but the Ducati eventually got going. From a quick stop at the stunning Gostwyck Chapel, we rode north via Armadale and Gara, eventually stopping for lunch at Little Langlathin Nature Reserve. In total, it was a 284-kilometre run today through the heart of New England region, eventually landing us in Glen for the night. Everyone agreed that Leslie at Endeavour was fantastic. In many ways she anchored the tour, packing and driving the support vehicle, catering and setting up for our lunches, liaising with the accommodation providers each evening, and ensuring hungry riders were quickly provided with their evening dinners. She was a legend. And I just want to give a shout out to Adrian, who was the sweep and he kept all us chooks together. Well, this is very interesting for another trip called Little Langlathin, Ramsar wetlands. Looks like there's lots of interesting birds in here. I shall have to return with my camera. Day 4, the final leg of the tour. We left Glen and covered 291 kilometres to our finish line in Stanthorpe, just across the Queensland border. The journey was packed with fast-flowing roads that felt like they were made for these bikes. Along the way, we tracked through Tenterfield and stopped off at several of Captain Thunderbolt's old hideouts and lookouts, finally rolling into southeast Queensland to wrap up an incredible 4 days. Just outside Tenterfield, we pulled up at Thunderbolt's hideout. It's easy to see why Fred Ward chose this spot. These massive granite boulders create a perfect natural fortress. From here, he could keep a sharp eye on the road below, ready to vanish into the rocks the moment the law showed up. It's a quiet, rugged place that still feels like it could be in the 1860s. I've been on a few organised motorcycle tours now. Kai Anderson at Endeavour chose an excellent route for us for this trip, with a variety of tracks and trails and open gravel roads and sealed roads, and a couple of challenging sections just to keep us on our toes. And so we reached the end of the line at Stanthorpe. For Wayne and Paul, Nigel and I, it was a 2,000 kilometre trip from home to home, and it's a tour that we won't forget.